The numbers alone spark outrage. A storm of disbelief. On one side stands Victor Wembanyama, a generational male talent commanding tens of millions before he's even fully settled into the NBA. On the other stands Caitlin Clark, just as generational, just as impactful, arguably more of a cultural force, whose rookie contract barely scratches the surface of her worth. It's not just a pay gap. It's a canyon, and America is staring into it, wide-eyed and restless. Even the President of the United States, Joe Biden, couldn't look away. He saw the imbalance. He felt the injustice. And he said what millions were already thinking: how can someone with such extraordinary talent, who fills arenas and transforms ratings, be earning less than their fair share? But this isn't just about basketball. This is a case study in systemic inequality. A real-time broadcast of the way outdated structures continue to stifle modern progress. A moment when the world is watching and demanding better. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's a movement. She has become the face of a revolution long in the making. The product of decades of women demanding space, funding, visibility, and finally being seen. She is walking proof that excellence in women's sport deserves equal footing. She's not knocking on the door. She's already kicked it wide open. But to understand the moment, you must understand the player. Watching Caitlin Clark play basketball feels like witnessing a lesson in fearlessness. A living example of what happens when preparation meets belief. The girl who calmly fires half-court bombs and jogs away before they drop. The player who shrugs off chants of overrated and responds by dropping 40. When doubted, she performs. When cornered, she thrives. And when the lights are brightest, she shines even more. She told a young reporter that her confidence wasn't accidental. That she worked for it. That every repetition, every practice, every early morning built it brick by brick. And now, it's unshakable. She didn't just break records at Iowa. She rewrote history. She now holds the all-time record for points in Division I college basketball. Not women's basketball, all of it. Every name, every era, every legendary scorer. She passed them all, and the world noticed. Associate Professor Quita Frederick said it plainly: the commercial interest in Clark is enormous. Before playing a single WNBA game, she was worth $3.1 million in name, image, and likeness deals. And that's just the beginning. Clark has become a merchandiser's dream. Her jerseys, priced at $150, vanished from shelves within an hour of her draft announcement. Her presence is shifting entire schedules. The Las Vegas Aces moved their season opener against Indiana to a larger venue, not for a playoff, but because Caitlin Clark is coming to town. She's not just bringing fans. She's bringing infrastructure. And while the WNBA salary system remains rigid, a product of a league still growing, Clark is set to make history outside the salary cap. Rumors swirl of an 8-figure endorsement deal with Nike. A shoe deal that would place her in rarefied air, not just for women, but for athletes across all sports. And brands are lining up. After a cameo on Saturday Night Live, Clark walked the WNBA draft's orange carpet in head-to-toe Prada. That's right, Prada. It was the first time the Italian fashion house had dressed an athlete for the event. And she wasn't alone. Number 2 pick Brink Balmain. These were not accidents. These were statements. Signs that the WNBA is no longer just sport, it's fashion, it's culture, it's power. Quita Frederick called it clearly: this moment proves women's basketball can transcend. It belongs not only on ESPN, but on Vogue. It belongs in arenas and on billboards. It belongs everywhere. Because this isn't a fleeting trend. It's sustainable. It's real. It's now. Clark knew that when she first spoke to the fans in Indiana after being drafted. It's a dream come true, she said. And she meant it. But it wasn't just her dream, it was the dream of every young girl who ever picked up a ball and wondered if the world would care. And it does now. Clark's draft class is stacked with generational talent. Number 3 pick Kamilla Cardoso joins the Chicago Sky, where she'll share a locker room with her longtime college rival Angel Reese. That's a team with not just talent, but storytelling magic. Eyes will follow them. Brands will chase them, audiences will connect, and the Australians arrived too: Nyadiew Puoch, Isobel Borlase, and Jaz Shelley. Puoch, selected in the first round, starts with a salary of $109,000. It's progress, a step forward from the $76,000 average in Australia's WNBL. But even that's a reminder of how far there is to go. Because for all the endorsement deals, for all the record-breaking viewership, for all the sold-out arenas and banner headlines, the base salaries still reflect a league constrained by its history. A league ready to burst through ceilings, if only the structures will let it. And yet, the energy is different now. No longer does the WNBA need to explain itself. No longer do its athletes need to justify their stage. The world is watching, and it's watching because of players like Caitlin Clark. She isn't asking for permission. She isn't waiting to be acknowledged. She's already here. And the impact is undeniable. She's changing the way the game is played, the way it's covered, the way it's consumed. She's drawing in young fans, first-time viewers, and skeptical veterans all at once. She's forcing conversations that go far beyond basketball, about fairness, about recognition, about gender and value and legacy. This isn't just about a paycheck. It's about principle. It's about equity. It's about recognizing that when women dominate a sport, the reward should match the result. And Caitlin Clark is proof that the future of women's basketball is not just bright, it's blinding. This class, this moment, this energy, it cannot be contained. And no matter what the contracts say, the value of what's happening right now is immeasurable. Because you can't put a price tag on revolution. And Caitlin Clark, she's leading it. One step, one shot, one sold-out stadium at